Welcome to the CEO Masterclass. I'm your guy, Rachel L. Gary. This is where we talk about the tools that are needed for you to be the CEO of my life. And what I'm doing today is I'm accepting applications. What's those applications for? They are for the CEO of your life. And what are those qualifications for being the CEO? Being clear in your actions, being empowered by your choices, and having ownership for your direction. And I'm only talking to CEOs out there. So if you're still here watching, I know that you are the C, the E, and the O of, what is it? My life. If you are new to the Masterclass, which I'm hoping that we got some new people out there, when I say you are the CEO, the reason why we're doing of my life, because we are owning that title. We are owning our direction, and we are ready to walk forward. So, CEOs, the ones who have accepted those applications and who are here on live today, this is what's on the agenda. Task. How those tasks shape your life. The time management tools that will help you be more productive in your tasks. And lastly, how working with me can help you get to your better tomorrows quicker in the next 90 days. Are you overwhelmed by tasks? Who isn't? Have you ever found yourself drowning in a sea of tasks, overwhelmed by the sheer volume of things to do, and you're struggling to prioritize what's the most important thing? How much more could you accomplish if you had the strategies and techniques to effectively manage your workload and regain control of your time? How much more could you get done, CEO? The second task is lack of focus and direction. Do you often feel like you're spinning your wheels, moving from one task to another task without a clear sense of the moving? Hey there, CEO. Don't forget to click that link and get your 7-day challenge. Remember, it's free. It's aligned with you being the person who has clarity in your actions, who's empowered by your choices, and who's owning your direction to be the CEO of my life. If you can harness the power of effective time management to not only prioritize your activities, but also align them with your goals and aspirations. How might this newfound clarity, the C in CEO, and focus propel you towards greater achievements and fulfillment? How much would of getting time management would help? I want to see it out there, guys, because I know that we've been in this situation. I was in a situation more recently. So even with the steps, I had to bring myself back to the steps. So what are the steps? So here is the game plan. Can you imagine the relief of having a clear roadmap to navigating through this chaos, and with proven strategies and techniques at your disposal to tackle even the most daunting workload? Just picture it. Regaining control of your time, reclaiming your focus, and finally making meaningful progress on what truly matters to you. How would having these tools transform your productivity and bring a sense of calm and accomplishment to your days? We're going to dive into 3 things tonight. Dropping those tasks into 3 buckets, organizing what's important, and start to execute your CEO plan. What am I talking about buckets? When you have all of those tasks on your plate, it's what makes it very hard to determine what to do first. So what I do and have done in the past is I grab a pen and I write on it these 3 buckets. And the reason why I write these 3 buckets on it because it allows me to determine what is the best course of action. What is the first thing I'm going to do? And move through that list. Those buckets are propelling you forward. What does that mean? When you're propelled forward, that means that whatever you're putting on that list are things that are helping you be more successful in your life, who are going to allow you to be more productive, and that are going to take you from where you are today to where you want to be in your tomorrows, allowing you to reach towards your goals. That's what propelling you forward is. Leaving you stagnant. Those are just usually things that are on your list that you have to get done, but they don't propel you forward. They're not helping you grow. Those things that leave you stagnant, once you get better with your time management, we're going to find a way to get those things completely off of your plate. And the last bucket is on your plate, but you don't know why. You don't know how it got there. You don't know why you're doing it. You have no idea who gave it to you and why and when can you give it back. Those are the 3 buckets. Why those 3 buckets work. Okay, for me, I utilize those 3 buckets, as I said, to prioritize what is important, which is the next thing, organizing what's important. But you can't organize what you don't know of what it's doing for you in your life. It allows you to take all of the things that are happening in your day and say, okay, work. Is work propelling you forward? Currently, it propels you forward, it allows you to pay for your life. So work is priority. So work goes into propelling you forward. So when you're looking at it, you're going to look at your whole day, all 24 hours. Determine, you're going to put all those 24 hours, your tasks that you do within those 24 hours, including sleep. Heard the statement, sleep is for suckers. Or I'll sleep when I'm dead. Or I don't need sleep, I have work to do. I can't go forward if I don't get any. I can't go forward if I'm asleep. I got tasks to do. Myth. I'm sorry, I'm going to be a myth buster here. When you do not get rest, your brain does not have the opportunity to rejuvenate. Sleep helps. I'm a person who normally only sleeps 5 hours a day. That's my max. When I sleep 4.5, 4 hours, 3 hours, I wake up, I am immediately foggy. I go out. Have you ever had those opportunities where you're walking around and you feel zombie-ish, and you're like, man, what's going on? That's normally when you have brain fog, because you haven't given your brain enough time to relax. Remember, your brain is a muscle, so you have to give it an opportunity to relax and your eyes. Your eyes are tired because you haven't given them opportunity to rest. Rest is essential. So rest propels you forward. So don't put that in stagnant, just stagnant, but I don't know why. Everything else in your day, you as the CEO of my life have to determine what bucket to drop them in. Once you determine what bucket to drop them in, then we can organize what is important. When you're thinking about what is important, you start with what? Previous thing we talked about. The bucket of propelling us forward. Those are things that are extremely important. So when you're organizing what's important, you start there. Because those are the things that are going to help you be more successful in your life, are going to take you from where you are to where you want to be, and are here to help you grow and be a better CEO of my life. Because remember, we're not in competition with anybody. We are being the CEO of my life, which means that the only person you're being better than is the version of you yesterday. That's the only person you're in competition with. So if you're competing with your friend to see who's going to get to the finish line first, compete with you. If you beat your friend, great. Because at the end of the day, we don't want to feel bad because somebody might have different talents. These are just helpful nuggets. I'm hoping that me dropping them is okay. I'm just used to coaching, guys. So once you get through all of the things that are important, Then you go to your list of things that are stagnant, leave you stagnant. And those are the next things you put in your important list. Paying your bills when your bills are due. Taking the kids to the doctor. Doing something for a family member. Hanging out with your friends. All of those things can be forms of either propelling you forward, depending on what those tasks are, or they could be leaving you stagnant, things that are just keeping you at rest. The things that are on your plate but don't know why. Those are the ones that we have to figure out how to get them off our plate. I have a thing that I don't lose. I'm either winning or learning. There's no win-lose. Either I'm winning and another person is winning, so we're all going to win, or I'm winning or I'm learning. So when things are on my plate and I don't know why, I take a moment and look at them. Okay. So I utilize that. I used to do my kids' laundry. This is eons ago. I used to do their laundry, so it was on my plate. And I said, why am I doing their laundry? They were between 11 and 14. They were between 11 and 14 at the time. So, tell you what I did. I took the kids all to the laundromat. We went to the laundromat. We sorted the clothes. We talked about the lights, the darks, the whites. We talked about what you put bleach in, what you need color bleach for. I gave them all of the scenarios. So I explained to them that we're going to go wash on this day of the week until they got their own modes of transportation. I go on this Sunday, and that's what day I go at this time. If you are awake, your clothes will get washed. If you are ready when I'm ready, your clothes will get washed. If you are not ready when I'm ready, you will be waiting till the next week. Or I don't know if you guys remember those old scrub boards that you have to pull out and you scrub the clothes out by hand and they get your clothes cleaner than a laundromat. However, there's a lot of manpower they got to go into it. You're investing in some of those muscles, getting those muscles tight. That was how I got it off my plate. So all of those things that are on your plate and you do not know why, we have to figure out whose plate they need to be on. And if it is us having to teach, coach, help, guide to get the things from our plate to the person's plate that it needs to be on. So at the end of the day, what we're doing, guys, as being the CEO of my life, we're taking control of outcomes. We're keeping ourselves from being overwhelmed by dropping all of your tasks into 3 buckets, propelling you forward, leaving you stagnant on your plate, but you don't know why. We're organizing everything in what is important. So things that are important, we're doing first. The things that are the least important, we're doing last. And the things that are on our plate, we don't know why. We're going to figure out how to get them off our plate to the person's plate they belong on. The last thing I promised you, start executing your plan. It's a plan you create. And hopefully with these tips, it allows you to create a plan that you're able to execute successfully. So that's the end of today's CEO Masterclass. I want to thank everybody who sees this Masterclass today. I do always have a gift for you guys. So click the link and that link will take you to a free 7-day challenge. The challenge is there to help you. Go through all 7 days. Drop your day 1 in the group, in the CEO Habits group, saying, I'm in. Tell us about your progress. I will be reaching out because I give these tips and tricks to make sure that I help you be the best CEO of my life. So until next week, I want you guys as CEOs to be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies with you. Make sure to share that I go live every Wednesday and provide information that's helpful. Share, like, and comment. See you next week, CEOs.